When I was 14 years old, I told my friends and family that I was going to be governor because no South Louisiana candidate in recent years had ever been governor, and the north part of the state was controlling the state politics, and I wanted to break the tradition, and I did.
He was born in Avoyelles Parish, but it's the launch of his career in Acadia Parish and his life in politics that followed that makes Edwin Edwards Acadiana famous.
The streets were lined up all the way to the railroad track. And he made a great speech, and it was a very important day in our lives.
Former Louisiana Governor Edwin Edwards remembering the day in 1959 when then Senator John F. Kennedy visited Crowley.
Was Jackie Kennedy really that pretty?
I never noticed pretty women.
Edwin Washington Edwards was born in Marksville in 1927. The son of a sharecropper who grew up picking cotton, Edwards says he had big plans for his future.
Well, I wanted to be a country and western singer, but only my mother thought I could sing, so I decided that wasn't going to be for me.
In 1949, at the age of 21, he graduated from LSU Law School, visited his older sister in Crowley, and decided to stay, mostly because of an error in the phone book. It mistakenly listed only 13 attorneys in Crowley, so he figured he'd do well.
A lot of people in this area, while they understood English, preferred to speak French. And I spoke French, and I could read and write French, and it gave me an advantage.
And it's here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Edwin Washington Edwards.
65 years ago at the Crowley Rotary Club meeting, Edwards announced his intentions to run for city council. From there, his political career steadily climbed. 3 terms as a United States congressman and the only governor in Louisiana history to serve 4 terms.
Governor Edwards, what do you think about the state of the political climate here in Louisiana today?
Very confusing, very disappointing, hard to understand. It seems like all people want to do now is fight and disagree. There doesn't seem to be any desire to get along and make things happen, and I'm really very disappointed in it.
And national politics?
It's even worse than here.
What makes you mad?
Angry people, selfish people, prejudiced people, people who don't see the opportunity to do things for other people makes me angry because that's not the way I live.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food? Seafood gumbo with sweet potatoes.
Something else we learned about the man who says the only political office he would run for if he could again would be governor. He's never had a drink or smoked a cigarette.
My father would have beat the hell out of me if he'd have caught me doing it when I was growing up. And we couldn't afford alcohol or tobacco. And I just never developed. And by the time I got to where I could afford it, I couldn't find anybody who smoked who didn't want to quit. So I said, well, no, it's a start.
Right.
And I saw too many drunk lawyers.
As he looks back, he worries about the future, saying he believes those who most need government, children, seniors, and the poor, are the ones who have the smallest voice. He hopes current politicians will step up to serve those who are most vulnerable.
Love and respect for people of all walks of life, and recognizing that while we might be different in our appearances, we all have the same purpose in life, that is to make life better for other people.